Getting a lot of mixed info and want to be on the right course. I feel tonight I'll be able to move forward. Let's go ahead and decree and declare a thing. Let's go ahead and decree and declare a thing, okay? Because after tonight, you will move forward, okay? You will move forward, okay? Okay. Let me go ahead and say a thing, man. Don't give me preaching here. Come on now. Come on here now. You will move forward. You will be successful. You will be great. Don't get me started in here, man. What are we talking about here? Don't know how. Love transparency. I love transparency. Hmm. That's what happened when let me read that one. That's what happened when I filed for my LLC. I had to use J Lens Creation. See, that's a real thing. I ain't lying, y'all. This is a real thing, right? And will, period. Tell somebody, man. Tell somebody. Somebody got a hand up. What's up? Talk to me.
Hi, I'm basically starting over. What my issue was, the previous one that I had, I went through the LLC, filing it, had the EIN, the DUN number, everything. What I did not follow up on was the renewal, the annual report. Here in the state of Florida, it's $400 late fee plus the 160 that the filing fee was. I did not really do too much with the business the year that I had it open. So instead of paying almost $700 to keep the name, I basically just decided to kind of like start over. So that's where I am right now.
So you rebranding it all together, or you just doing like a minor change to the name?
It's somewhat rebranding altogether. I was kind of like dibbling and dabbling in a lot. I started out with doing just sublimation. Then I learned about the DTF. My main thing that I'm currently doing now is are the tumblers and the mugs. But of course, I want to now get more into the the 10-minute templates and all of that, and kind of like branch out and what's being more successful. That's the reason I joined this particular challenge here. And just want to just revamp and just do things the correct way and know more of what I'm doing and taking my time doing it. I basically was going off of like a list of what to do. So I made sure, I had everything done. But like I said, I failed to follow up on the annual report. And that kind of like got me back to where I am right now. So just trying to revamp and then get everything done the correct way.
Hey, well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. And I'm so glad you're here, right? So glad you're here. And I will say one thing. I bet you won't do that no more. I bet you won't miss no deadline no more. Because now that you're going to do this the right way, all structured up the right way, you don't want to throw all that work away. You want to make sure that you do all this the right way, the right time, the first time, right? And then move forward. 100%. 100%. Cool. What else we got here? Let's see. Let's make sure I ain't missing nothing. Let's see what else we got here. That's my hand registered and incorporated in Colorado, but moved to Oregon. I need to know how to file in Oregon not to lose anything already established. Good question. Thanks for that. Kicking the pants. I was most just procrastinating. There's that ugly word, I tell you. Right place at the right time, I tell you, because again, this is an accountability family. Here we are. You know what? I ain't going too hard today, boy. I tell you, we got limited time. Limited time. I'm gonna keep rolling, but I'm gonna say this: you need to know your name, because everything else from this point on is built off this one idea, right? Now, mind you, your name can change, right? Your name can change. That's possible, and I will also say that your name doesn't have to really be solidified. What I'm gonna say is you need to know, have an idea of what your name is, so that when you go and you search those business records in your state, if me is Sunbiz, state of Florida, I go to Sunbiz, I go to start a business, search a business. I type in the name of my business. If I type in the name of my business and it doesn't come up, guess what? It's available. Boom. Check off the box. And then I'm gonna go to the US Trade Patent website I'm gonna check there. I'm gonna see if my name's there. If my name is not there, guess what? It's available. Boom, and then you move forward everything else, right? But what I would hate for you to do is to start, making the email, making the phone address, phone the number, getting the mailing address, getting all these things under your business name, and you can't even secure your business name. You know what I'm saying? So first, business name, super duper important. Okay. The next thing on the list is business address. Do you have a business address? And we are not talking about a PO box. Why? Because when you are trying to go and get some business funding, they will not accept a PO box most times. Most times. So, do you already have a physical business address? See a lot of no's. A lot of no's. I see yes. She says, how do you do that? That's a great question. We're going to talk about it, huh? All right. I see a lot of yeses and nos, okay? I'm going to nip this in the bud. I'm going to try to keep moving, right? So, business addresses. I will tell you first and foremost that you do not want to get a PO box. I mean, you can if you're gonna get a virtual address, do not get a PO box. Why? Because when you go and try to again open a business bank account, they don't want a real address. They're not going to set no PO box. When you try to apply for credit and stuff like that online, they're gonna want a physical address. Do not want a PO box. So the first thing I'm gonna say is just to avoid the PO box altogether. Okay, so now that leaves two options. You either get a virtual physical address or you can use your home address. I will say that a lot of creatives in your space, you're working from home, right? You're working from home, right? I mean, you can see my stuff right here, man. My shirts are right down on the shelf that I built, right? Stuff right there. I'm working out my apartment, and that's a whole another conversation about write-offs. But anyways, so for me, it's my personal address. Okay, so some may argue, okay, and like this, I will say post COVID, it's a lot more accepting. There are a lot different laws around working from home, working your business out of your home. So it's okay to use your home address. I'm not gonna say it, but if you don't want to, you can, like some people are saying, go to ipostal1.com, which I do have a virtual address through them. You can get, yeah, an address for $10 a month. I'm paying $10 a month, and that's like registered address. I don't think it's even a physical. It's not a physical location. Some random place, right? Point is, you don't want to have like mail and stuff sent there. Then you can pay like $10. If you want mail and stuff sent there, then you have to pay a little extra, right? I did it just to do it, just to have that physical address, just in case. But the bottom line is, I'm gonna be totally honest, y'all. It ain't all the way necessary because your stuff is public record anyways. Like your name, your address, all that stuff is public information anyways. So if you're working your business out of your home, I mean, it's really no problem going and putting your address there. You could go ahead and put that virtual address because I put like this. For me, if I go, because if I'm gonna fill out and I'm gonna file my business, right? It's the first thing it's gonna ask me for is my name, business name. Then it's gonna start talking about the register. The principal address. Principal address is the business address. Okay. So whenever I go and I search a business, boom, Zoom mobile repair. The first thing gonna pull up is the name. It's gonna pull up the principal address. Then it's gonna pull up the registered agent, and then it's gonna pull up the members that are listed on that business. But why am I telling you this? Because I'm telling you that all this information is public record anyways. So a virtual address is cool, but it is, in my personal opinion, in today's climate, I mean, with the new laws around that stuff, I mean, I'll use my regular address. If I don't have a brick and mortar, so we can't use our address. I was always told not to. It's a different climate. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. It's a different climate. I play this. Whenever you go in and you're trying to get like funding and stuff like that, then okay, maybe you want to use the virtual address, maybe. But again, if you're not paying to have mail sent there, then it becomes like a problem. So I'm like, for me, state of Florida, I worked in the Senate during the whole COVID and everything, and I listened to all the debates about working at home jobs and all that stuff. I listened to all that, right? But honestly, it's a different climate. It's different now. So if I use my home address but want to apply for a business loan, can I use my daughter's dance studio address? Hmm. Use my daughter's dance studio address, but her dance studio address is already like attached to her business name. So that could be a problem. Could be a problem. Are there drawbacks to virtual addresses when it comes to filing taxes? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The virtual addresses, like they're totally usable, totally usable. But I'm trying to keep you from having to deal with some red tape in the long run. Use your home address for registered agent because you do want that to be 100%. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I start using that address for Google so it doesn't ring. See that's what I'm saying. There's certain uses. Am I being clear here? There's certain situations. It's situational now. Like before, like everybody preached virtual addresses, but like it just depends on what you're doing. Like okay, so like if I'm putting my principal address, like right now my principal address is still my virtual address. That makes sense. Like it's still my virtual address, but like for like when I'm applying for certain things, I still use my home address. That makes sense. It's situational now. After COVID, it got a little difficult. I'm gonna be honest. It's situational. I thought everything has to match. So put it like this. Put it like this. Some people are gonna verify, some are not. And when you apply for funding, they're gonna go and they're gonna look. They're gonna go and look at. I don't,
This meeting is being
I
recorded.
had this problem when I went open my account. Like I had the virtual address there, but like it became a problem when I was filing for my account. So and that could be different banks. So I'm trying to give you two different options, and I'm trying to keep your mind open because people preach the virtual addresses for so long, but with like fraud and identity stuff, now, identity verification, because identity verification is at an all time high right now. Like the virtual address can be difficult, and I'm gonna leave it at that because we got to keep going. But I'm telling you, this man, it's good to have both. It's good to have both, and when you apply it, it's different scenarios. And I really wanted to sit there and hash that one out because I'm telling you, it's the real problem is after COVID, people really were scamming. They were scamming, and they was getting all this money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so now identity verification is at an all time high. I've seen it time and time again. So it's not always a bad idea to use your home address. The kid want that bag. You want that bag. I respect it. I respect it. I'm gonna tell you for me myself personally, I have been using my home address recently. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been using my home address because my business is work from home business personally. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because man, we could. I'm telling you, COVID made things difficult. We can hash that out all day long. But the next one is a lot more simple. Business phone number. We're not talking about a normal area code. We're talking about like you are Walmart, you are Target, you are Amazon. We're talking about a 1-800 number. Do you have a 1-800 number? Do you have a business phone number? No, no, yes, no, no. See, a lot of no's. Just a separate business line. No, no, yes, not 100. Well, okay, okay. I see. I see. Having a separate business line is cool and everything, but again, I'm gonna preface this as well. Um, business Google number. Yeah, I had that too one time. And you can get your business phone number from different resources. I mean, there's plenty of them. Me personally, I have a Grasshopper number. That is 833. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying don't have a local number, but the point we're trying to make here of having the 1-800 number is that when you're going and you're applying for the funds, they are checking off boxes. They're looking at this application and they're checking off boxes. And I'm gonna expound on that when I get to the email address in a minute. But if you don't have a business phone number, there are many different places you can get from. I ain't gonna say where. Me personally, I use grasshopper.com. I'm transparent. I pay $40 a month to have this line. You can add different lines onto it or whatever, and it funnels directly to my phone. So it's not like I have to have I don't have to have. They don't call me through the app. Like it calls directly to my phone, and I just saved it as my business, and I just accept the call. Please do. I mean, everything on this checklist is for a reason. It's really not like, yeah, it looks good for one, because everything is mental. One, it looks good for customers because they're thinking, oh, this is more professional because it has a business number. Yeah, that's one thing. But seriously, when you go and try to apply and get the bag, they're gonna ask certain things. And that's one of them, the business number. ICE local and our freedom voice 1-800. That's cool. Got options. I ain't gonna tell you down to one. I think GoDaddy. Yeah, GoDaddy, Grasshopper. There's a bunch of them. There's options. Point is, you need a business phone number. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Yeah, I'm gonna explain. Let's see. The next one is business logo. Y'all got a business logo? Is that the next one? Yes, 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 yes. Nice. So do we have to buy another phone, or can we use the phone we already have? So the answer is no, you don't need another phone. No. Like for me, like I said, I use Grasshopper. And so it is through this app. Like it's through that. I do all the tracking and everything in the actual app. I get the phone numbers, I get text messages, I have the voicemail, everything's there, right? I can see all the activity in the app, but it calls me directly to my phone. Make sense? So no, you don't need another phone, no. You just route it to your regular phone number, and it comes in like when you call me, it's gonna show my business phone number, and so I have to accept the call, and that's it. That's how that works. I saw that yes to business logos, fantastic, because people are going to want to um, know you by your name, your image, your brand. Like you need to have something that's eye popping and amazing. If you don't have a business logo, what are you doing? You can use Canva, or you can pay someone on Fiverr for $5 to $10 to make your business logo. It is no reason you should not have a logo. How important are Matrix code? What are the correct ones to use for wholesalers? I'm gonna talk more about that in my class. That's a whole different thing. I mean, there are so many different codes you can use. I will say the overarching reason that code is important. Again, I'm gonna go back to funding. When you're trying to go and you're trying to apply for some business loans or business credits, they're gonna always ask for that code. Most times, they're gonna ask for that code. Okay, and people are less likely to give you money depending on what area you are in. Does that make sense? Because if you're gonna be a risk to them, they don't want to give you the bag. So certain things are more liable to not get funding. Bottom line, honestly. Any grant website, she's trying to pull me every different way, boy, to my grants. What am I talking about here? You're gonna have to come to my class or something, man. You trying to pull me? I gotta keep going, man. I got 15 more minutes. What are we talking about? About a grant? Come on, man. What are we talking about? I gotta keep going. But business logos, y'all got it. Oh man, that's funny. All right, so I'm gonna throw this in there because I obviously dropped the ball and I don't have this on there. Business email address. Do y'all have business email addresses? I'm just gonna verbally say this one because obviously I forgot to add it to the list. Business email address. Do you have a business email address? Okay. Now, Question: put your business email address in the chat. I'm gonna read them, please. I'm gonna go a little faster, guys. We gotta get through. We got a class to get to, right? So, drop your business email address in the chat. I'm gonna read these things. I'm gonna see what y'all about. So far, you're looking good, though. I gotta get you some of y'all looking pretty good. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right, I'm gonna scroll back up. Again, this ain't no judgment system. This is accountability. I'm about to talk about somebody here, boy. Somebody ain't getting no bag. Okay, Jamie get the bag. Carla get the bag. Michelle gets the bag. Danielle gets the bag. Camilla gets the bag. Coach Naja definitely in the bag. Karen, no bag for you. No bag. No bag. Khadija, bag. Tamika, bag. Chanda, bag. Marquetta, no bag. No bag. No bag. No bag. Lisa, bag. Ooh, Cicely. See, you know you're wrong. Everybody say that to mine. You know you ain't getting no bag. Ah, it's funny. Ink Splash, bag. Rebecca, bag. I sent my Google one up today. I don't know. You still ain't all the way there yet, Ken. I don't know. Bag. Info at everythingpretty.com. Bag. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put y'all on game. Because I said this on my classes. If you come to me on this same time on Tuesday nights, you'll know that your business email address is super important. Why is it important? Because if your name is I'm so sexy 21 at gmail.com, you're not getting no bag. Because guess what? Again, I said you would apply, they're looking at these things. You need to be looking tip top, cross all your T's, dot all your I's. But more importantly, now when you're applying online, they won't even allow you to apply for the credit if you don't have a business email address. So example, my old email address was zoommobilerepair@gmail.com. I put that in. I can't even to the application. It says put in a business email address. I can't even apply for it. Like nowadays, they're cutting it all the way down. You can't even apply for the credit or apply for the loan because you don't have a business email address. So I had to go ahead and I had the other one was right, but this one I had wrong. I had to go back and change it to now I have admin at zoommobilerepair.com. So guess what? They're not accepting your Gmails. They're not accepting your Yahoos. Like, yeah, guess what? Like all my emails are still structured through my Google business and everything, but it's not at google.com. It's a actual Google business email. It's a real thing. It's admin at zoommobilerepair.com. So most of y'all have it right. Most of y'all have it right. See, Karen had to come in here with some respect. So you gonna put some respect on me now. Me 12 bad hell. See, I see it. I see it. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. But if you're putting in at gmail.com or at Yahoo or at AOL, which who does AOL? Some people do. If you putting in those things like that, they're not you can't even apply. Like not a thing. So the point I'm trying to make is you need to have a professional email address. You need to have a professional email. It is important. Like before, it was like a thing. Oh, this is like oh look, but now you can't even apply for the bag. Like, they don't even let you go no further. Like it's getting pretty crazy out here. I ain't gonna lie to you, nah. Since we have no time here, how can I get shit? Interesting. We can talk about it. I'll be around. Send me a message. Matter of fact, I got a Facebook group that you can join up. And I'll drop the link on that before I get off here. But you can join the Facebook group and you can ask me all kind of questions about business credit, personal credit, everything, whatever, it doesn't matter. All right, cool. But yeah, definitely do that. I'm gonna drop the link. Don't let me forget. So I'm gonna keep going though. Website. Do you have a website? And by not, I mean website built. I mean, do you have a custom domain? And do you know what that means? Custom domain, custom URL. Do you have that already made? And that question can be answered in a numerous because I do websites too, and you could go so many different ways. You can get that through Google Business. You can get it through Shopify. But I'm just gonna be very honest here. Me personally, I'm not trying to remember somebody's Shopify that's custom creations dot myshopify.com. Like I can't remember all that. To be honest, and a lot of your customers are not gonna remember either. So if you are not attaching a custom domain to your website, you are doing a disservice. You are doing a disservice. Honestly, do your customer favor and get a custom domain. It's gonna cost you $10 a year max, probably, unless you go through a third party thing, and that gets a little harder. But I will say that domain you can get through Google Business, or if you go to Shopify, you go into settings, you go into domains. There's 3 different ways to get you a custom domain. Look at that. I keep going. But if you do that right there, Shopify, settings, domains, there's 3 different options. You can attach a custom one that you already have, or you can purchase one through Shopify, which is still connected to Google anyways. You do that, you get your domain. All right. So now we're gonna go through these next ones. Check boxes. I got to roll. Right. First one, articles of incorporation, and in parentheses I put organization because when you file for a LLC, it's an organization. Articles of organization, but anything else is incorporation. So basically, are you incorporated with your estate? I think I answered already before, but I'm going to ask again because why not? It's checkbox. Are you already incorporated with your state? With your Secretary of State? Are you there? No, yes, 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 no, 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 yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Next, do you have an EIN number? Do you have an EIN number? Yes, 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 yes. I will say, I'm gonna go ahead and disclaimer this. A lot of people do have EIN numbers, but they're not incorporated with the state of Florida. They're not state of Florida. They're not incorporated with their state. And that, having an EIN is cool when you're trying to do business with some businesses, because they don't want to do business if you don't have the EIN number, honestly. But again, whenever you're going to get that funding, trying to get that bag, you need to be incorporated with your state. You can't get it without it. EIN is cool, but they want to see you structured the right way, checking all the boxes. Again, checking all the boxes. Literally, when I sat there and went to the bank and opened a business checking account, he literally printed out my son biz information. Literally, they checked all of that stuff. I spoke to the IRS. They told me to go to the state first, and then 100%, 100%. I was saying that a lot of people do it backwards. They do it backwards. They shouldn't. They shouldn't, but they do. You 100% should be going and getting structured with your state first, and then once you have that name secured and everything, then go and get your EIN number. That's 100% correct. 100%. But people want to be cutting corners and doing stuff backwards all the time for no reason. I'm saying, let me not start. We'll keep going. Sales and use tax form. Do you have that form? Sales. Are you collecting? Are you a servant of the state, of your country? Are you collecting taxes on their behalf? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I see a bunch of yeses. Nope, 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 nope. No's. Yeah, you should 100% have that form. Why? Because a lot of times they're gonna ask for it. Like you trying to purchase, I'll say, materials. I mean, you definitely should running a business anyways. But I mean, I'm trying to think something that applies directly to y'all. Like whenever you go, because I think I got transfers. Got some detailed transfers. I ordered them from the company, and they asked me for this form, and I have to give it to them every single year. A lot of businesses that you do business with are going to ask for this form. They're going to ask for it. So I think quite a lot of people have though. Yes, I said yeses though. A lot of people have it though. That's cool. It's cool. Not too bad. Not too bad. How do we get this form? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. You can get so like me in Florida, I go to the Department of Revenue website, Florida Department of Revenue, FDOR.gov. That's how I get my form in Florida. But every state is different. And again, I'm walking through all that stuff in my boot camp that is to come soon and very soon. But you can generally go to your Secretary of State website and find all the information about how to start a business, stuff like that. And as far as like these forms, these tax forms, you can normally type in your name of your state. I mean, Michigan sales and use tax form, and it'll come right up. You know what I'm saying? It'll take you right there. It should be no hassle to find these forms. And I would disclaimer also that not every state is the same. So some states you have to you can't file electronically. So we're in an age where mostly everything is electronic, but there's still some states where you have to print it out, fill it out, send it in, stuff like that. I mean that all happens. So I can't tell you that you can always submit it electronically, but you should be able to at least find it electronically. Business bank account. Do you have a business bank account? Do you have one? I think we did this. Answer real quick. Here. Do you have a business bank account? I'm gonna preface this. If the answer is no, are you running all your business through your personal stuff? If the answer is no, are all your business funds going through your personal stuff? I said yes. Separate account. Okay. Cash it. Stop using Cash App. Don't use Cash App another day for your business, please. Leave that thing where it's at. Please stop using Cash App. I had beef with it from before, and then I'm telling you, Cash App be bugging and money's don't be transferring it. All right, just stop. Don't use Cash App, please. Throw it in the garbage. Cause you ain't tracking nothing. It's just a cluster. It's a headache. PayPal is okay. PayPal account with a business name. That is not the same thing as a business bank account. That's a merchant account. That is a merchant account. That is a way to receive money. PayPal, yep. That's a merchant account. Zelle is cool, but I'm still again Zelle same thing. Cash App. I don't do it. I don't really do it, honestly. All right, so y'all already basically answered the next one. Do you have a merchant account? Because a lot of people have merchant accounts. They have a way to receive money, but they don't have a business bank account. I think that's the disconnect I think that we have. That we have merchant accounts. We have PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Stripe, Square. We have all these different accounts, but we don't have a business bank account. And we should. We should, 100%. And I'm gonna go and preface this because we're almost done. That if you're going and you getting a business bank account, try to go and get in with a credit union. When you're free game, get in with a credit union, start building that relationship. Get a personal account, get a business checking account, build that relationship. Go ahead and just open one tomorrow. If you can go there tomorrow, open an account tomorrow. Open a personal account with a credit union near you. Go ahead and do it. Start building that relationship because they are the ones that want to give you the bag. They want to give you the money. They want to work with you. They have nothing to lose. They're gonna help you out the most. I went through them, but they need all the other info, like yep. Mm-hmm. That's why you gotta. This is like EAN. This is why you gotta have everything figured out before you get there. 100%. Before you get there, they're gonna ask for your driver's license, your EIN number. You're gonna need 2 forms of address, all that stuff. Once I get everything, that will be next. Period. What time I got? What we at? 7:47. Okay, we almost there. We'll wrap it up here. But like I said, there's a difference between a business bank account, the checking savings, all that. There's a difference between that and a merchant account. Everybody has a merchant account because they're receiving money some kind of way. They're receiving that money, but not like we have a business bank account. And when we get into business bank accounts, again, we get into a whole different scenario. But the good thing is, like I said, if you get established and you start building that relationship, you open yourself up to funding, cash back, so many different things. So many different things. So it's worth it. It is worth your time to go ahead and do it. Okay. So next, client contract. We're almost done. Client contractual agreement. Do you have a client contractual agreement? Are people signing their name on the line saying that they agree to your terms and services? So in what order should we get these things set up? The first and most important thing for you to do, Tracy, is to get your business structured with the state. You need to be filing your articles of incorporation or your articles of organization. But most of y'all are going to do an LLC. So you're gonna be filing your articles of organization with your estate. Once you do that, you get an EIN number, and then from there, everything trickles from there. Once you get structured with the state. Boom, boom. Everything else is gonna trickle from there. I'm trying to keep up with these things here. See. Does it matter if it's small town credit union? Definitely not. 100% not. They probably giving back more than the bigger ones. What are we talking about? 100%. You want, yeah. If it's a credit, it don't matter how big it is. You just want a credit union. You just want a credit union because they giving lower interest rates and they giving out bad. They giving out the bag. Okay. All right. So I see a lot of people that they say no, they don't have a client contractual agreement. Again, like I said, if they not, I'm telling you, you need a CYA cover your behind. They need to be agreeing to your stuff. Is you say one thing, they say another thing, and if people come with this litigation trying to try to sue you, and you say, nah, dog, you signed my agreement. You signed my contract. You knew what's up. Terms of agreement on Shopify. Yeah, that's cool, but you still have your own personal one. I'm gonna say it. You still have your own agreement. Do you have a recommendation on a bank for a fledgling business? Hmm. No, I'm gonna say check any credit union near you. 100%. Look for any credit union near you. I'm trying to read these comments. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, need one. How do we get that one? Shanon, what you mean? How do we get that one? It's about the agreement, contractual agreement. Yes. Okay, boom. You can go on Google and find you one and edit it up, or I'm sure that we can drop a template at some point, and y'all can just kind of edit it how y'all want to, because it's different businesses, different things. Shannon's is totally different from mine, and everybody has their own contractual agreement. But I'm sure we can drop a template. Ain't no thing, but nothing but a thing. Why not? And lastly, Google My Business. Do y'all have a Google My Business? If you do, let me know. If you don't, tell me why not. I had someone set up my LLC and they put the wrong address. I don't know how to correct it since I moved from that address. So I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna speak from experience in Florida. Like in Florida, is you can go online to your business. You go to your business and you can submit a thing to change your address. But most times they recommend you change that address whenever you do your annual filings. Because with your business, you have to refile annually, and you pay that fee every single year. And whenever you do that, whenever you file your annual report, Right, annual report that happens from like January to March. You do that every single year. During that time period, you're basically saying I'm still in business, and you edit all your information. You take numbers off, add them on, change your address, change your principal address, all that stuff. Right, that's the easiest time to do it. Otherwise, you might have to call them and say, hey, I'm not saying I do this if you're not able to do it online. But the easiest time to do it is when you do your annual report, which is done between January and March, April timeframe every single year.
Hey, Walt, can I add something to that, please?
Please go ahead.
For those who have to update, because I think someone also needed to update their address with their EIN for the IRS, and there's a form that you can do to do that. I didn't realize that it was so much faster to do it by telephone. And what you can do, I'm going to pull this up right now, and I'll share this link in the chat as well. But you can just call them, literally call them. As long as you know what the old address is and you have your social security number, your EIN, they change it almost immediately. The other way is you have to do a form or submit it, and then you don't never know if they got it. Because I sent one in via, I had tracking on it and all, because I always send it with tracking, because you never know what they claim they don't get. And it took forever. I called them on the phone and they had it done that same day. So if you are in that predicament where you want to go ahead and change your address on your EIN without starting up a whole new EIN, just go ahead and call them. Or if you lost your form, like you don't have your original EIN form that maybe you got electronically, you need to update that information. As long as you know the information on it, like you know what the EIN is, you know what the address was, then you can have them change it and say, hey, I need you to send me a verification of that new one. And then that way you have a new hard copy of it that they can send to you. So that is extremely important to make sure this EIN lines up. And just what Walt's telling y'all, Walt's going to be doing a boot camp immediately following this, because I asked him to do an emergency boot camp, y'all, because our boot camps could be 6 to 8 weeks from this particular challenge. And I didn't know how many people were challenged with the things that need to be done as groundwork, as platform for your business. So Walt has agreed next Saturday, which is not next Saturday, what is it, the 28th? Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Yep. Walt is going to do a boot camp where y'all, all of the questions you're saying, well, how do you do this? And where do you find this? He's going to stick with y'all in that session and actually help you find, okay, well, this is your link. You're in the state of Florida. Here's your link. You're in the state of Maryland. Let me help you find that. Because the thing about it is, we're not experts in all 50 states, but we do know where to go and how to help you find that information to push you forward in the right direction. And most of this stuff, y'all, you can fill out yourself for free or for the nominal fee. You just have to know where to look. So that's the whole point of having a coach. That's the whole point of having someone that holds you accountable. He can look at this survey that y'all filled out today and say, hold up, wait a minute. You still ain't got the business bank account. What we waiting on? You got your EIN. You have a merchant account. We need somewhere for this money to go after it's in that merch. After Shopify is collecting those $10,000 in the next 90 days, the 10K in 90 days, where you gonna put that money? You gonna leave it in Shopify? Or you're gonna transfer it to your business bank account. So your business bank account sees that cash flow. Shopify sees that cash flow. Let me tell y'all a trick. Shopify sees that cash flow. Shopify will offer you a capital loan based on how much you have going through your account. They don't even care about your personal credit at all. They just know your business is making money. Your website is making money. Your Navy Federal account is also seeing that cash flow come in every single month, because you're not paying bills out of that account. You're strictly only having income and money in that account. Guess what Navy Federal is going to do? Well, what are they going to do, Walt?
You're not that bad.
I'm
You're not that bad.
And this is the thing. Nobody told us this kind of stuff coming up. We sought this type of information either the hard way, or we sought mentorship in order to lead us. And I want you all to have access to that same type of leadership, that same type of accountability. So that's why I asked Walt to come in. Sick and all, he came in and brought all of the gems that we needed to know that we didn't know that we didn't know. Now, some of us knew that we needed these things and it kind of been sitting on our resources. But now that we know that not only is this going to help us be legitimate and help us help us to where people can't necessarily come after our business more so than they can our personal account, because we have everything going there. But we're actually establishing ourselves, so we better be ready for the next step, which is business credit. Well, you didn't even get a chance to talk about business credit yet, did you?
Man, that's a whole different
That's a
bootcamp course,
whole
whole
nother
different
thing.
thing, man. That's a whole
Whole nother
monster.
thing. And I want I know that you're going to talk a little bit about that in that boot camp. We're going to tell y'all about the boot camps as we go forward. I'm just letting y'all know that everything that you all are coming to me and saying, hey, like, I love the Shopify challenge. I'm getting things done, but I still need help with X, Y, or Z. I'm out there getting the professor of X, the professor of Y, and the professor of Z to come in and give us some time and some energy to make sure that we pull through the stuff that we don't touch until we actually have some actual factual help with us. So y'all talked about Facebook ads and pixels and all that stuff. We brought in somebody to do that. Now we have Walt, and he's going to come in and do a boot camp to make sure that we get our foundation correct. So I'm just letting y'all know that's going to be a Saturday. I don't know what you have planned for that Saturday, but maybe you make it all about your business, and we actually get that in play. That way, if you have specific questions of what you're missing, you can come with those specific questions, and we can look it up at that moment and see how we'll be able to assist you in the next step. So again, that is the Business Startup Bootcamp, and that's going to be on the 28th. Just mark your calendars. We'll go ahead and tell you about all of those boot camps later. I just know that this is going to be one that is going to be a foundational course. And then past that, if you still need help with business credit, Walt is even able to help people with clearing their personal credit, because a lot of times it's faster to build business credit if your personal credit is straight. Most times, I'll even say 100% of the time, it's faster to build credit. It's not the only way to build business credit, but it is definitely more effective and efficient to have your personal credit game in tip-top shape.
680.
Okay.
680.
Right. Understanding the e-filing monthly and quarterly and the sales and use tax. So it's going to vary from state to state, but absolutely that is something to look into as well. So Walt, what I want to suggest too is prior to the session, that anyone who is that Tuesday, so next Tuesday, you all come with all of your questions on the live. Walt is here. This is what I'm saying.
Please.
This is what I'm saying. Well, consistently. Well, I know you took a little bit of a break, if we can call it a break, because you had a little addition to the family. Congratulations, right? I don't know if it was a break, but it was just like a different kind of task, right? So Walt is here consistently every Tuesday at 7 p.m. giving this information for free live on YouTube. And I want you all to take advantage of the opportunities to get the information that you need to move forward with your business, okay? So we're not going to be able to do a boot camp every single week. So I want to make sure that you set aside that time. If you know this is what you need for your business, that you're going to set aside that time and allow Walt to help you and see where you need help at the next level. And all of us coaches, Coach Najla, Coach Chrissy, everybody who's here to help you through this process is looking at, okay, well, where do you all need help next, so that we can be that helping hand at that next level. But you got to do the foundational stuff first so that we can help you at the next level. You can't even start up your Shopify store, if you don't have certain information, right? You could start it up with at least your personal address, with your personal information. It's going to go to your social security number, not your EIN, but you could start it. So we're going to start it today, but you can change that information at any point in time. When you get your legitimate EIN, when you get your legitimate business address, if you're going to have a physical address, like I have a brick and mortar address, that's what I use. You can actually partner with other businesses and say, hey, do you mind if there's a hair salon and that hair salon is willing to let you put up some of your products, like, hey, can I pay you a certain amount per month to allow my business mail to come to this address, so it looks like you have a brick and mortar, if y'all are so concerned about using your home address. Listen, we're creatives. Sometimes we gotta be creative. And the creativity there is not lying. What it is setting yourself up. So if you want more funding, then look like you're in a brick and mortar. look like you have an address that when the mailman stops in that address, it's a plaza, and it's not just like a bunch of little offices, which is how a lot of people are getting found out with the virtual addresses. Okay. It's a lot going on right now, and a lot of the stuff we don't understand until it's too late. The reason why we've been targeted a certain way. I've even helped other people help them by using my address, my physical address, in order to get their businesses started. Okay. People are willing to do that for a small fee. You just got to be willing to pay people for their time and their energy. That's what these big businesses are doing. They're charging you $60 a month to collect your mail and send it to you once a month. I do the same thing. I charge $60. Somebody need my Jacksonville address? Here it is. And thank you. I've charged for the full year in advance, though. All right. So good deal. Morticia, that's what you did with your sister's shop. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You use that for real. Tell them that hey, I will pay you a year in advance to use this address for a year. And all you have to do is I'm going to give you a pre-addressed envelope. So once a month, you stick my stuff in that pre-addressed envelope. A flat rate envelope costs $7.85, I believe. $7.85. They put it in that envelope. They send it to you. All they have to do is collect your mail. Now, it needs to be somebody you can trust enough to collect your mail, because you're probably going to be getting some of your business credit cards coming to that address, that sort of thing. So it don't need to be a fly-by-night type of situation. But I want you to understand, if you want a business address and you do not have a brick and mortar, there are ways to establish yourself and have that type of presence. And more than likely, now you have a place where you can at least set up like a not exactly a pop-up shop, but at least a display. Show your shirts, show your socks, have some business cards up there. And then that way, if you ever get visited, it's like, okay, you do have a presentation or representation inside of this business. Okay. I'm just giving y'all some plays, because there's always a way. There's always a way. All right. Your business address should be in the same state as your business. Yes, even if it's in different cities, sometimes it's a little tricky, but at least it needs to be in the same state. Oh, sorry about that. While I was answering your question for you. Now, listen, Walt then gave us his time. He's going to give us some more time next Tuesday. I will give you some information on getting into the boot camp, but I also want to tell y'all that we'll have another opportunity to do a boot camp bundle, where if you missed it last time and you didn't get a chance to take advantage of, I think we have a total of either 12 or 14 boot camps for one price. If you don't get a chance to do that thing, then I promise you, every boot camp that we talk about, you're probably going to want to be there. Okay. And this is to fast track your success. So I want to help you fast track your success. Every coach in here doing these boot camps are doing them so that it can help you get to that next level. So with that, I want us to ask Walt for one thing. One thing. We're going to ask him for one thing. We're going to ask him to, because Walt, he hasn't said nothing to me, but he has been showing up consistently, and I think he's thinking about quitting on us on Tuesdays. Look, we're gonna ask him to forgive us for not attending like we should have been attending on Tuesdays, because yes, we're creatives, we love the fun stuff. We love to talk about all this good old Photoshoppers, and I'm giving y'all a little preview of your banners and stuff that y'all are gonna get today. Like, we love this stuff. We'll show up for this stuff. But I checked the attendance on the YouTube bitch, and we have not been showing up for the wealth talk on Tuesdays. I'm getting on them all. You ain't telling me to do this, but I'm getting on them.
They don't want no free game. Sorry, I get it.
Same thing for the content Mondays. Like, literally, these are individuals who are able to help us actually grow a business. So no, it's not the cutesy, fun, paper crafting, making something with my heat press, getting on Photoshop, throwing it down. But this is way more important to us being able to exit our 9-to-5s and really create and design the life that we want. It just is what it is, y'all. Okay. So we have someone who's willing to help us through the dirty work that we don't like to even think about or touch. They're willing to actually guide us through it. The least we can do is show up and make sure that we're there to be present and ask the questions and get something out of it. Okay. Because the question that you're afraid to ask, when you ask it, I guarantee you there's 10 other people that was afraid to ask that question. Okay. So we're going to make sure that we take advantage of that next Tuesday and hopefully subsequent Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So how you feeling? How you feeling?
Man, I got the family in the room. It's always a good time when I have family around.
I know, that's right. I know. And it's been a while since we've been able to be in the same room. So I'm so happy to see you, especially like now that I see you as a new dad. It just makes my heart melt. I want to give y'all a little background. Walt has been one of my proteges, one of my mentees since he was 15, Walt?
15
years old. And when I tell you, he was always ahead of his time, always willing to listen, always willing to lead. So that combination there has been something that I've had the opportunity to help Walt get his scholarship applications in for Bright Futures, and barely got that. I don't know if you would have been a Seminole on time if it wasn't for for us running the last play.
Don't worry about it. I got it. Don't worry.
we had a little scare in a last minute play, but we got it in, got the paperwork in. So when I tell you that even when Walt was a young man, he was a phenomenal scholar, a phenomenal student, a phenomenal helper. Never let me go anywhere lifting a box or without help. And I just want to say that you all are in the company of a spirit who loves to help others. But also, y'all see Walt don't play. He don't sugarcoat stuff. Don't ask him if you look fat in the dress if you really think you look fat in the dress. Okay, that's all I'm saying. If you already think it, don't ask the question, because he is extremely truthful and he's going to give it to you like you need to hear it so that you're successful, especially in business. So he's not going to cut those corners. He's not going to let us play with our businesses. He's going to make sure that we're on the right path for that. So thank you so much, Walt. We appreciate you. You know this. And congratulations on having your Bloodstained Apparel business. I see you. You are still doing your thing. You're working your Shopify store. And if there's anything that I can do to help you, you know, you've always got me as a mentor, and I would love to help you.
Oh yeah, but let me disclaim. Since you mentioned it, let me disclaim that store was built in a Shopify challenge. I'm just gonna say
in the challenge.
I'm just gonna say it. In a challenge.
And here's the thing too. Walt is not a Photoshop head like some of us are. Walt is not a crafter by nature. Walt is an engineer by nature. Listen, y'all.
I was pressing shirts. I wasn't making those shirts. I was pressing the shirts in Shannon's shop. Come on now. I wasn't designing. I was pressing.
But you and I have to say that you have come to merge so many different skill sets in industries, and I love it. I love seeing your growth. I love seeing how you'll take anything as a challenge, take it on and do it to the professional level that it must be done. So keep pushing and keep helping us and leading us, even though sometimes we fall short. We do. But we're going to be there next Tuesday to make sure that we get this game, especially if y'all want to ask questions that you want Walt to be prepared for that Saturday, okay? I think this will be a good opportunity. Thank you, Coach Naja, for sharing the link too. All right. So, Walt, we appreciate you. Like, look, everybody, make sure you say thank you. Make sure you throw your flowers and give Walt his gems and all of the love so that he knows that we truly appreciate him. All right. And then Coach Walt, we're about to move on to the Shopify challenge. So you're welcome to sit tight with us and stay along and go for the ride.
And this guy started crying right on cue. I'm out of here. What are we talking about? Right on cue, literally.
Well, listen, that's what it is. So Walt, thank you so much. We appreciate your time and your energy, and we will be seeing you real soon.
All right. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night.
All right. Love you too. Bye. Yeah, literally, Coach Walt has a brand new baby, a brand spanking new little baby. And he just happened to be sick. So that's what I mean. Like, you got to show up. You got to show up for yourself and show up for something bigger than you. Show up for your why. All right. So I want to see in the building, we did our homework. Walt came in, gave us an extra session. I hope that was helpful for you all. It's still helpful for me to go through this stuff. So if you did not do this business checklist, go ahead and get it done, y'all. Go ahead and get that done. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a little bit of a break so that you all do this part. I want you to download on the back end of your Shopify challenge. What you see on my screen, this is the editable template. You all have like a sample set, okay? And it's going to look a little something like this. All right, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen so y'all can see. But these are the sample images. You all will receive on Saturday the editable file. So everything that I made, you'll be able to make with your brand colors and everything. What I want you to do right now is you're gonna download that zip file from the back end, and then you'll extract it. So you'll right-click extract it, and you're gonna have a folder just like this with this structure. Okay. And then this is what we're going to use to set up if you're setting up your first store ever, then this is what you're going to do to set it up. If this is not your first time around, but you still want to use these sample images to make sure that you go through the steps so that we basically are creating a brand new site. Now on Saturday, after the images look like your brand and your colors, because you'll still be able to use this. I didn't put my brand on anything, so you'll be able to use these just as is, but maybe it's not your colors of your store, or maybe you want to use somebody else's image and not this image here. So if you attend that's a bonus Saturday class, then you'll be able to edit, do all the work with us. We're not going to leave you hanging, even if you've never touched Photoshop before. As long as you have it downloaded, we'll make sure that you make it through. Okay, so we'll help you design the file. So you'll design this file, and then you'll also be able to design the banner images. So you'll have banner images, and I'll show you what those look like. And this is just giving y'all some time to go ahead and download those from the back end of the Shopify challenge. So as you can see, and then what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about these products and how they are created. Some of you may or may not be familiar with sublimation, screen print, DTF, and then of course, we're also going to talk about some third-party printers who can do that stuff for you, or you can do this stuff at home. So we're going to talk about how to break down those prices and what the profit really looks like with those different products and those different print methods. So we've got a lot to cover, y'all, in the Shopify challenge. So I want to make sure that we stay on the same page. So y'all go ahead and download those files, and then, oh yeah, we got to announce the winner before we cut off the live. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that together, and then we have a winner of a few prizes here. What I'm going to allow right now is, let's see, Coach Najla, are you able to hop on right now? The files are located on the back end of your Podia, or it's called for you all, it's your Innate Academy of the Academy. So in the back on day 2, you'll see on day 2, and let me see if I have an example of that. So on the back end where it says day 2, you'll see there's a folder called 2023-1016 Web Images Sample. Go ahead and download that. That folder is going to be a pretty small folder, so it won't take that much time at all to download, okay? All right. Thank you, Customer Happiness. We appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see what and we'll go ahead and also get prepped for doing our sign up for the Shopify store. So I don't want anybody to sign up quite yet because Coach Najla is going to walk us through that. And let's see, Coach Najla, are you able to unmute? Let me see. I don't want to just throw you out there just yet, but if you need me to get things going, I got you.
No, I'm here.
Okay, cool. All right, so if you would, I'm gonna go grab the stuff for the three potential winners. And what we need right now is we need to see who's here, because only the people here can be chosen for the prizes. So let's see, in the chat, everyone here, go ahead and put your just put your first name. I can't say first name. Just put your first and last name, because sometimes we have people with the same last initial. So put your first and last name in the chat. First and last name in the chat, because we have to know who's here. Because some people, I would say we could go off of the who's here, but I don't know if that works, Meg, because some people have like iPhone or something like that as the name. Whatever works out easiest for you. So whoever's here right now, we're going to go ahead and set up a wheel of names for 2 of the prizes. All right. And Meg, when you have that done for me, let me know. And then I'll set up the wheel of names for the grand $1,000 prize. All right. And that $1,000 prize will go to someone who was being so loving that they shared the challenge with someone else. And when they shared the challenge with someone else, that person got an opportunity to get a buddy ticket for 50% off. So you helped someone else get their buddy ticket for 50% off. And then on top of that, you did share your knowledge and where you're growing and getting your information from. So many times as creatives, we close that up and we try not to let other people know where our sources are. And I feel like that's one of the greatest blessings that you can have, is to be able to share something with one another. So we want to celebrate that tonight. Plus, we got 20K subscribers on YouTube. So we thought about it, and that's a pretty big deal, right? So we want to make sure that we celebrate that as well. And we're going to do $1,000 drawing. Maybe when we get to 100,000 subscribers, maybe we'll do more than $1,000. Let's see how fast we can get there. All right, so I'm going to get off the screen for just a little bit so I can help pull together these names with customer happiness. In the meantime, in between time, Coach Naj is going to come on. I want y'all to make sure that, number one, you filled out your survey from yesterday. Survey from yesterday was the Shopify challenge input. We went over it, but some people did not fill it out. If y'all don't fill it out, then I can't have a surprise for you on Saturday. Okay? That's just how it goes. And I need everybody to do it, because teamwork makes the dream work. If y'all don't, if not everybody does it, there's no point in me doing it. There's no point in me doing the surprise. Okay? Everybody needs to fill that form out from yesterday. Then the form for today, I need everybody to fill that out. Okay? All right. And if y'all need any help, Coach Naj is going to make sure that you all are ready and primed to get started today. All right, Coach Naj, I'm going to be quiet. I said that a little while ago, but I'm going to be quiet.
Wait, so I have a question. So you want me to go over the form?
No, you're just going to make sure that everybody has what they need for the day. Just generally making sure
today too, or are we just going over the admin part, or are we doing breakout rooms?
We are going to go over setting up. We will do a breakout room for anybody that does not need to do an initial setup.
Okay.
And I'll handle that room. I think Coach Chrissy is still a little under the weather, so I'm going to handle the. I know y'all wanted Coach Chrissy, but y'all gonna get me this time. So we'll do a breakout room for anyone who has, and that will be a good thing to go ahead and establish right now, Najla. Anyone who has never, ever set up a Shopify store, let's go ahead and get you all to drop a 0 in the chat, or anybody who wants to start fresh. And let me give you a reason why you may want to start fresh. If you want to start completely fresh because maybe you were thinking your Shopify store that you want to go over tonight, a way that you can get 4 months free. No, yeah, it's 4 months because it's 120 days of free Shopify. Okay. If you start from scratch with us today, and then that way you have a choice, like, hey, I'm going to go with my old site, or I want to go with this fresh new one because they showed me how to hook my stuff up. If that's what you want to do, then go ahead and put a 0 in the chat so we know how many people want to build from scratch. And then we don't need you to put anything if you're building from the store that you already have. Okay. So just go ahead and put a 0 in the chat. All right. 0 in the chat if you're going to build from scratch. Okay. And then what we'll do is, even if you're setting it up from scratch, we're all going to come back to the same room, and then we're going to update banners and the collections, and we'll create the products. We'll create the products tomorrow, but we'll go ahead and get everything set up today. So we'll make sure everybody's set up and ready for the next phase tomorrow. Okay. All right. No, you will not have to change the name. Tracy, if you decide to like make a brand new Shopify store, you can actually even take your old domain name and port it over to the new Shopify store. Okay, now that is something that we may end up doing in the boot camp, Najla, because I don't think we're doing that inside the challenge. I think you can link your store, but as far as making sure it has a new domain name and all that stuff, it's pretty simple to do though. Okay, but right now Shopify is going to give you a temporary domain name. If you say N8 Lab is the name of my business, it's going to say n8lab.myshopify.com. It's going to give you a domain name initially. So you don't even have to have your domain name. So I want everybody to at least try to build a store. If you need to cut it off before the 4-month trial is over again, because it charges around $40 a month after that. If you need to cut it off, you have plenty of time. Okay. But I want you to at least give yourself an opportunity to get your website up and established, looking good, get some traffic there, and then let's figure out, how you want to add products and that sort of thing as we go along. Okay. All right. So let me be quiet. I'm gonna get off here for a little bit. Let Coach Najla introduce you all to Shopify and what you're going to be needing from this point forward. And just to let y'all know who Coach Najla is. Coach Najla is I don't know how she does it. She's a creative and she is a structured, organized person. That's not common in this world. Y'all hear what I'm saying? So when Coach Najla is coming at y'all telling you this is the A, B, and the C in this order, y'all just go ahead and follow orders because she's something pretty major in the military. And I think she likes for y'all to actually follow the steps in the order because I try the out of order thing and even I get put in my place sometimes. So make sure that when Coach Niles is taking y'all on your journey, that y'all just stay, attend her and then, make sure that we stay on the plan, on the focus. And feel free to ask questions now because Coach Niles is very knowledgeable and very much willing to help. But we just want to stay on the course because we have people that don't have a Shopify store set up at all. And then we have folks that this is their 4th time doing the Shopify challenge. So those who, this is your 4th time doing the Shopify challenge, remember that first time you did the Shopify challenge? Remember when you was lost and you was clicking on all the wrong stuff? So just be helpful towards your fellow people who are in this challenge and just look out, be patient, just like we're patient and we're kind, be patient and kind to your fellow creators. And I promise you it will pay off. Okay. All right. So without further ado, I bring you Coach Najla.
Hey y'all, hey everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Thank you, Doc. Yeah, because sometimes I like to know the play, so I don't be too hard on Doc sometimes when she be throwing curveballs. So is there anyone that have questions about well, let me go here. So I did the Shopify boot camp, basic boot camp back in August. And in one of my resources, it was a list of business items. So that is perfect timing that Coach Walt went over, or that he's going to go over how to get those items, because I just provided resources, but it's good that he's going to be giving like hands-on assistance with how to actually get those business items and entities. And those that are in Virginia, if you have questions, you can ask me, because I went and got my stuff all set up and everything. And then I had my friend tell me months later, girl, where's your business license? I'm like, this ain't it. And she was like, no, ma'am, this is not your business license. So it's like, I'm thinking my business legit. I'm all set up and I'm still missing this little pink piece of paper. And I was just like, oh, goodness. So, yes, it's good to have like an accountability partner to make sure all your paperwork is together, because it can be a lot to keep up with, not knowing and being, hey, this is my first business. So does anybody have any questions about any information that they put on the forms? Because I know there was one form yesterday and another form today, or anything about what they may need to open their store today, because you will need, a name, email address, phone number. So you can open your store with that information if it's personal information, But eventually, once you get your documents and stuff in order, you'll need to update it and change it. So you can just drop it if you have a question in the chat or anything. No questions? Nothing? Okay. So everybody got their logo. They already know their hex codes or their brand colors. You already got your social media links ready and available. That's on that form. Nope. Well, so who did the homework last night? Anybody did their homework last night of creating their logo on Canva? Okay.
All right, so those that don't have the logo, I gave y'all a Innate Lab logo. So I guess I can own the website and the branding until y'all are ready to be your own business. But listen, if you go ahead and go through the steps tonight, okay, y'all downloaded that sample packet. Everybody should have that downloaded. Did everybody download that sample pack? If you downloaded that, give me a 1. If you did not download it on the back end of your academy, give me a 2. Okay, good. So you have a logo in there. It just happens to be mine. Now, this will at least be a placeholder, and I guarantee you it will make you change those images out on Saturday when you get your new images, okay? So just go ahead and put that in place. But tonight, work on, just go into, I gave y'all a Canva link yesterday where you can at least make you a nice, pretty, clean, simple logo with Canva and at least have some type of presence. Do not overthink it. Just get it done. We need y'all to be making 10K in 90 days. And part of that is that we gotta take action. Y'all told me I was gonna be action takers, right? Action takers and money makers. We got to just take the action. If you want to go and revamp your logo and overthink that sometime down the road, fine. But let's get to this, getting the Shopify store launch first. Okay. All right, awesome. So go ahead and Sheena, go ahead and download the sample pack. It's on the back end of your Innate Academy course for the Shopify challenges. Under day 2, there's a little zip folder for you to download. Go ahead and download that. Now we have a wheel of names here. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. All right. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong stuff now. All right. So this is going to be real simple for the grand prize tonight. Why? Because only 2 people qualified. So sometimes you know how you count yourself out? You count yourself out sometimes from a major blessing, $1,000 blessing, just because we didn't even try. Because like, oh, nobody's going to listen to me. I'm not going to get the prize. So there's a 50-50 chance that that two people in this room, 50-50 chance you're gonna get $1,000 a night. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go for prize number 3, which everyone in the room qualifies for just because you are here. All right. So, and let me refresh just in case any names have been added here. Okay. So this is for, you know how we're doing the AI in action classes every single Monday. It's $27. So one person here today will get a chance to come to every single one on the house. Okay. So that's almost $1,500 worth of AI classes and files, because you know you get to keep the files and stay in the room whenever we're done. All right, we're getting ready to roll for this. I hope you're ready. I'm going to click the spin and see who wins. Okay, where are we going with this? Oh, Marcella Clark. Woo! Now, do me a favor, Marcella, say something in the chat so we know you're here, because the deal was you have to be in the room to win. You have to be in the room to win. Okay. All right. That Lala. Okay. Gotcha. So Marcella Clark is the winner here. Customer Happiness, please note that for me. And Lala, go ahead and give Customer Happiness your Academy email so that we can go ahead and make that available to you. I think you're going to love that. All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know if you can hear me. Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome.
I was trying not to yell out loud, so I had to let myself calm down. Thank you.
You hear that yell? I'm
Like,
over
yeah,
here yelling to myself. Good job, Lala. Look, just being in the room, investing in yourself, and having the energy just to make this for yourself. So create the opportunity, and we don't have to wait on the opportunity. Amen. All right, Marsala. So we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and remove your name for the next prize. The next prize is a year of the Craft to Quit program, which is our program. Like, yes, I want y'all to learn Photoshop. I want y'all to have so much fun on Wednesdays making these creative and lovely designs. But I also want y'all to get your businesses in shape. So every single week we meet at least once so that we have a Zoom room where you can talk to a coach like myself. And mostly it's me on Thursdays. And every single Thursday, I'm giving you some play, something to move the needle in your business. And yes, I may use some of the creative efforts, but we're talking business. How are we going to use AI to identify our avatar? How do we go ahead and set up for a business type of event? Let's set up digital business cards. Whatever the topic is for that week, I'm coming with either myself or some very special guests that are coming to make sure that we're moving the needle in business and not just playing with the artsy side of the creative business. Okay. So with that, yes, you get to come to the live VIP Photoshop classes on Wednesday, and you get a Thursday session with myself or one of the beautiful coaches who are able to help you work through your business. So that's what's next. It is a $2,400 deal because our Craft to Quit was $197. Right now, some of y'all got a chance to get in there for $97 on that flash sale, and congratulations to y'all. But it's $197 a month. Somebody is going to not have to spend that $197 a month right now. Let's go. And the winner is Tanika Robertson. Congratulations, love. Let's go.
Yes, look at God.
I'm telling you. And are you already a Craft to Quit member, Tanika?
I am.
No, that's a good thing. So this is going to take care of 1 year of your membership. It's going to be paused. You will not have to pay absolutely anything. So if you already locked in Craft to Quit, if you got it yesterday for $97, it will just pause it. So it'll lock it in for you for a whole year, and that you'll have to pay absolutely nothing. And then once that year is over with, if you want to stay hanging with the cool kids, then you'll get to resume that rate and not at the $197. Okay.
Thank you. I'm super excited. What's crazy is I just lost my job, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go out here and drive and get this money because I got to stay in.
Oh, look, see, this is why we create opportunities just with our mindset. Look, so that's going to save you some money, and it's going to help you make some money because we need to be on these tasks. And I'm telling y'all come to Craft to Quit. I didn't tell you to Craft to Quit talking. Listen, y'all come to Craft to Quit and you engage, ask questions. For some of you, this might be the only time that I'm available or any of the coaches are available to talk with you kind of one-on-one. It's your opportunity to get a little loud, raise your hand, ask some questions, and make sure that you're utilizing that resource because we are literally there for you, like physically, literally, or virtually, there for you. So I want to make sure y'all take advantage of that. So Tanika, I want to say I hate to hear that story, but I will tell you this. One thing about it, when your back is against the wall, you will create a way. Not just find a way, you will create a way.
Yes, this is my second time. My second time in 2 years. I was like, it's time for me to get on my business. That's it.
Listen, get out of your own way and allow yourself this opportunity, and hopefully we're able to help guide you along that way and help you see where your resources are, because we have them. Sometimes we just don't know where they're located. So I appreciate you for showing up for yourself tonight. I appreciate you for being invested in this challenge, and congratulations on saving $2,400 this year.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so we're going to do one more spin. Actually, and this spin is only 2 people in here, so I don't know. Customer happiness, can you just real quick? I know I ask a lot of y'all. I do. But there's only 2 names, and I need to make sure both names are here. So Lakira, are you here? And LaDosha? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it would be Najla and Samela. Well, I want to ask Coach Najla this because technically Najla was in it because she referred someone. I'm going to ask Coach Najla because this wouldn't even have to be a spin. If would we be willing to
refer some people too now?
huh?
I said I know Lakira referred some people too.
Yes, Lakira did. Lakira did, but the person who called out Lakira's name did not purchase, or they did not purchase under the name that they had for us. So these are the people that I had that called out. So I want to give honorable mention to everyone here. So Mashonda, you had a few people call out your name. Mashonda, Najla, Samela, your friend did purchase. Your buddy did purchase. Gracie had someone refer her as well. Shaka Terrell. Okay. And then Lakira Ross. So let's make sure because I went through all the names, and Lakira, I know that that person, I couldn't find her name. Her name was Mariah, but I couldn't find her in the challenge.
Is that
So
Karen? I think that's Karen.
Is it? Tell me something now.
Karen, yeah, her business is Mariah,
yes.
but Karen.
Okay, well, listen, y'all get me together because I wanted to see some more people in this thing. I wanted to be interested. I want to be like the wheel could just spin and then can't nobody get chosen.
Karen,
okay, perfect. Tara, what was what's your name on either, I think it was Instagram. Tara? Because I have, like, it was one that said God's, and I couldn't remember what the second. Okay, so that one was Mashonda. I had a Treva, but I couldn't find a name of the Treva. So I got Tara. Okay, look, it's getting interesting now. Look, y'all like, look, I'm telling y'all. Okay, so I have Tara, Lakira, okay, so Treva was Mashonda, but I couldn't find Treva's purchase. So I have that she was referred by Mashonda, but I don't have a purchase from Treva. But I got Tara was Mashonda's, that's Rockin' Vinyl Creations. Okay, look, it's about to get interesting. Y'all finna get serious with me. I love it. Lakira was referred by Najla. Okay. And then oh, gotcha, Mashonda. I got you, love. All right, and then LaDoja was referred by Samela, and then Karen was the buddy of Lakira. Did I miss anyone? Was anyone here? Because you're here right now. Y'all can tell me right now. Was anyone here referred by someone that or purchased, and I didn't see your purchase because it may have been under a different name? All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So customer happiness. Can I copy this well? Oh, I can. Look at that. Okay, this is all I need to do right here. Boom, baby. Look at how easy it's gonna be to win. All right, so that one's confirmed. Now, Coach Najla, you want me to put you in this one? Because I know you actually referred somebody who referred somebody else.
Just
But so listen, y'all coach is ready to take a possible $1,000.
Look, I didn't know it was for this. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, I want the newbies to like
look, let me tell y'all something.
Opportunity for these prizes.
If you all can't see that the coaches here don't play about y'all, the coaches in this academy do not play about y'all. Like, look, she's willing. Okay, all right, Coach Najla, I won't put you in there. So I got Samela. And got one more, which is Lakira. All right. Look at these 3 names floating around here.
Oh, I don't mean to yell. Shannon, wait.
Yes.
The person that you said I referred, that's not the person that I referred. I think that's wrong. Someone else must have referred. You said, what was the first name? Ladosha?
LaJosha. No, she called your name. I guess because you were on the live, she called your name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when we were on there, you know how I was saying, hey, anybody that's referred somebody, call your name, and she called your name. So I know for a fact she messaged me your name.
Okay.
So like this is how your blessings go. The fact that you referred somebody else. Listen to what happened. You referred somebody else, and I called you out that day, and I was like, hey, yeah. So if anybody was referred by Samela, she was like, look, Samela referred me. I need that buddy pass. So
okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure that
look at you being so honest. I love it. I love y'all so much.
That's how you get. That's how you get more blessings.
Amen. Okay, so let's spin this thing. Let's see how this is gonna work tonight. Woo, it's going real fast with these 3 names. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bella. You just proved that's how you get your blessing.
Oh my God.
Amen. Look, you didn't even know you were being a blessing to somebody. So here's the deal. I want to you're gonna give Coach E your email. You're gonna have the opportunity. So you got that $1,000. Also, we have at the end of this, we have the boot camp bundle, and the deal that we're gonna do is $3,000. You can choose that $3,000 prize or the $1,000 cash. Okay, that is totally up to you. You don't have to tell us in front. That's your business. Like Auntie Tab say that's your business. Okay, and I'm just going to offer you that opportunity. You can use it for the Shopify Pro bundle that we're going to do, or you can get the $1,000 cash, baby. So that's all up to you. Okay. All right. So we are going to close out this YouTube session because we wanted to make sure that we did that live in front of everyone, but we're about to get into the business of setting up these Shopify stores. So if y'all are ready, go ahead and put 100 in the chat. And YouTube, y'all know we love you. We appreciate you dearly. And until next time, bye. Now everybody else, y'all stay in this room because we got plenty of work to do.